or or they're there, but they're not there in spirit, you know. So I don't know, because with my friends with two parents, because that's something I always wanted to have both my parents,
But
because
you
I kind of
don't.
felt like an outsider. So how do you feel?
You don't have
Uh,
both your parents?
no. Growing up, I had my mom, but she passed away when she was 42.
Okay, but your dad was always there?
Never there. I never
Your
met
dad
my
was never.
father
Okay, so
before.
this is such an important. I don't know if you did. You lead with that?
No, I didn't.
Yeah,
Because
dude.
me,
This
because
is a huge.
I already spoke about it before a little
Well,
bit.
I don't
But
think
yeah,
I've ever
that's
heard that. So it's a huge
yeah,
thing that is missing from the context here. Okay, okay.
yeah. I was
So here,
getting there.
this is a huge thing that you're talking about now. Okay, now
Yeah.
this makes a lot of sense, dude. I
Okay.
was so confused this whole time. Okay, okay. So now I see exactly what you're saying,
Okay.
dude. And I also see a
That's
ton of your behavior that makes me like, because I'm like, dude. Sometimes I'm like, maybe there's something that I don't understand with what he's saying, but I get it because it's something that maybe you do as well, right? Is what I'm
mhm.
hearing. Where maybe you're kind of talking about this stuff. And okay, sorry for not knowing that.
My bad. That's the thing with me. Maybe that's the mysterious Scorpio seventh house trait, where I'm like, I don't. I may give hints to something that's very important when I should just be flat out with it. Yeah, maybe what this is what these guys were talking about. But yeah, but thank you for. Yo, what's up? NPC the game live. August 22nd, 2025, live from Taiwan. How's it going, everybody? Today's episode is Tying Loose Ends, a cosmic panelverse war, mythical narratives, Landry's song, and open panel maybe. What's going on, Shadow Buddha, the producer, my good friend? How's it going, brother? Wiccan in the house, #1 mod. How's it going? What's going on, sister? David Wayne says, love from Kentucky, all NPC. Yeah, love from Taiwan, David Wayne. Always a pleasure, man. Cynthia, what's up, Cynthia? How's it going? Good to have you. She says, hey, NPC mods in chat. Path Walker in the building. What's up, Shifty? My brother. Good to see you, brother. Doomerang in the building. One of the funniest YouTubers in the building. Check in Tennessee. He says he's driving by to give a like. Okay, bam. Yeah. What's up, Peace Dynamo? How's it going? Good to see you. Yeah, that's all. Ortho guy went live about a half hour before me, which is a little bit of a shame because I mean, come on, bro. We at least wait like an hour or something. But anyway, hope you have a good broadcast, Ortho guy, and good to see you, Chuck. New guru in the building. What's really going on? She beat you. Yeah. Deport Cynthia. You really believe that? I hope not. I think that's the inside joke that's been going around for. Yeah, save Cynthia. There you go. That's more like it. So how's it going, everybody? Good to have you. Nice to be here. I love that beat, but fuck it. Let's do this shit radio style. Yeah. So today, I wanted to go over Landry. He did a astrological review of this. Let me bring it up for you. Panelverse Wars and his AI system, where he puts our charts, certain people's charts, natal charts, which is like a personality layout, and runs it through the AI and sees how the AI will run certain scenarios. I guess in this case, you can literally call it a war gaming. These Panelverse wars, perceived Panelverse wars that are going on. So let's see what he had to say, what I have to say about it. So what's up, everybody? Good to see you. Peace. Yeah. Let me bring this shit up. Not shit. This cool technique right here. So this is from Landry's stream. Check it out. It's called the Creator Conference, Cosmic Drama, Power and Panels. Here's the. Don't go now. Don't go now, but after the show, if you want to check it out, you can check it out from a couple days ago. Oh yeah, by the way, good to be back. I went on a nice 2 day vacation. Went to this big city out here called Kaohsiung. Went to the zoo, got attacked by monkeys and whatnot. But we made it through. Monkey tried to flex on me and whatnot. Kind of crazy. But anyway, I wanted to go over this off the bat. So what Landry did, he took his AI program and he put Flow State, myself, Paul, Unslaved, Jack Telcott, and OTW, our natal charts into this AI program with the prompt. Now here's the prompt. It says there are 6 small content creators. So on the side I'm reading. Paul has been around the longest. Then now prompts is like when you run this AI stuff, the better, the more accurate and detailed and nuanced you make your prompt, the more you're gonna get a product you probably enjoy and it'll work for you. So this is the prompt, which are questions. Then Paul's been longer than OTW and Jack and Flow State. Then Gabriel and most recently Landry. Landry and Gabriel started off as that's the timeline right there. So Landry, and then this is Landry writing it in here. Landry and Gabriel started off as friends, true. But Gabriel turned on Landry as soon as he became the fastest growing of the bunch anyone has seen thus far, while flipping the standard Panelverse formula on his head. Now, I would definitely, um, the way I see it, I don't think that's accurate in terms of like, I first of all, what does turned mean, right? And then I would have put easy for me to say now that I'm like Monday morning quarterback, but I would have put a little bit more nuance or timestamp of what went on. What is this turned on meant? So he says turned on him and became the fastest growing of the bunch. I guess of me, of Flow State, myself, and OTW and Paul. And that's seen thus far, meaning that I guess in the span of where we started, he had the most exponential growth. And flipping the standard panel formula on its head, well, that could be said. Make an argument for that. You know, he was calling names, right? Calling people out. LTW and Paul are more aligned, which is true. And Landry leans that direction as well. Seems like it because, there's a lot of streaming with Paul and Slave now. And goes on OTW show. Gabriel leans towards Flow State. I like Flow State. I don't go on his panel that often. He comes over here. It's always fun when he comes over here. Says Gabriel leans towards Flow State. I am a member and I respect what he does. And nobody takes Jack seriously. Wow. Okay. I would like to unpack that one too. And also too, if you would have put like why in terms of what he thinks, I lean towards Flow State. That would have been interesting to see what the AI came up with. Gabriel learns towards Flow State. Nobody takes Jack seriously. Please do a deep. Well, here's the question. After that prompt, is asking the AI. Please do a deep dive through analysis on how these charts, meaning our natal astrology charts, would make things play out from Landry joining and onward, and be very thorough. Right, I would say detailed and nuanced. All run panels shows, but show the power struggles persist. Turn this into a scenario. Go. Okay. Interesting. Chief says, yes, you remember fighting GS? Fun times. You got a huge ugly theory about that. Okay. Interesting. I'm curious, Chuck. Based Oracle. He said Jack is finding is hiring for a new producer. Landry finally quit today. On to the next Sloops gossip. Oh wow. Okay. New news. NBC, I was there all day at Landry's, and and was a good boy. That's good to be a good boy. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. So yeah, I gave Landry the link. What's up, TVT? If you want to go over this, you know, I'm gonna ask you some questions about it. TVT, what's going on, man? Good to see you, man. So let's see. Let me back it up a little bit because this is what the AI spit out. It's kind of interesting right here. Phase one. Okay, this is what the after all that prompt, this is what the AI said. Yo, what's up, Jody? Good to see you. It said, Paul. Yeah, let's do this. Is phase one, the establishment pre-Landry. Paul and OTW formed the core alliance. Yeah, because they've been together for a minute, right? I think Paul came first, and then OTW. He started listening to him. The core alliance based on complementary energies. I wonder what would those complementary energies be? Maybe using negation as a way to express things, talking about things they don't like about the system and whatnot. Paul's Taurus stability, grounds OTW's Aries innovation. And Taurus is a earth sign, so it would be stable and grounding. And yet Aries is a sign that likes to push ahead and start new things. You know, this is why there are a lot of innovators when it comes to the Aries archetype. Flow state. It says flow. Now this is a narrative, right? A narrative of what do we call it? Fictional narrative. But there was some truth in here too. It says flow state aligned with Gabriel because both have expanding, maybe because we both have that Sagittarius expansion. You know, Jupiter is the largest planet, and Sagittarius planet. We like to expand things. It says ego-driven energies that feed off each other's grandiosity. Ego-driven. Okay, ego. An ego is the pinpoint of your consciousness. It's supposedly supposed to protect you, right? Grandiose, like big ideas, right? Is there really an ego if there's no self? Jack remained perennial due to his Leo Virgo internal conflict, making him simultaneously attention-seeking and self-sabotaging. I guess the Leo would be the attention-seeking, and maybe the Virgo would be the self-sabotaging. The Virgo trying to be the perfectionist and whatnot. Yeah. So the status quo. Paul's earth energy provides foundation, right? OTW pushes acceptable innovations. You know, he does innovate his broadcast with different After Effects and plugins, and he likes to use the music and stuff. Flow State and Gabriel create mystical content theater. Let me see. I'm trying to reach for that. I guess one thing would be like how we talked about the enneagrams last time he came on, which was pretty awesome. That's definitely mystical when you can talk about how your personality drives how others see you and how you interact with the world. So that's very mystical. That could be a mystical experience. Jack provides, it says theater too, like drama, I guess. Jack provides comic relief. You guys think that's true? Do you think Jack provides comic relief, guys? I don't know. What's going on in the chat? Let me see. We'll get to that. Oh yeah, we got a guess. Let's see who it is. We thought it would break the internet yesterday. Let's see if it breaks it today. What's going on? Modern man lost again. What's up, Landry?
Hey,
How's it going, man?
Thank you for getting it right.
How's it going, dog? Good.
1 second. I might be in the wrong microphone. Does it sound good?
Let me put up my sound so I can hear it. It sounds good.
Okay, it's good.
Say
okay,
something.
Good.
It sounds good. Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. What was I going to say? Yeah. So can't stay for too long, but I do want to be here. I want to share support. I don't know if you know what happened earlier, but the internet's been moving so fast. So the internet's already broken.
It is broken, huh?
With Jack.
Did
today,
we do it?
Did
with
you hear
Jack?
About that? Yeah,
no, I saw you. I saw you look bored on his show.
I am bored on the show, yeah.
And then you were like, I gotta go to dinner. You're like over it.
Yeah. So that's the last thing you saw?
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay,
yeah.
Then I quit.
Yeah, you quit. Yeah. I think you guys were talking about just the modes of like what you want out of the project, and it sounds like, I mean, you're here to speak for yourself, but it sounded like you want people, like you always offer help. That's a commonality you have. You want to help people, right? And I think maybe you would like more if people are gonna accept the help, or that they give you some type of framework or themes to work with, right? If it's there.
Well,
Maybe you're
that's
frustrated.
one thing. That's one thing, obviously. But the other thing is I have been. Sorry, I got to speak slowly. I've got to get better at speaking. That's my new goal. So essentially, and I guess I'll be going into this into the future, but I'm not going to make it my entire life just to be the anti-Jack guy, because it's not how I feel. But I gave it, an honest shot, and I feel like it has been. But here's where it really just got to the point with me where I couldn't continue, is because I'm not sure if you heard him claim that when I brought up, why did I originally come to help you? Well, it was because he said we wanted to co-brand. That was the word he used. Mm-hmm. We should co-brand. And then he also said he needed help, or not help, but he needed some support in limiting the chaos on his panel, right? Yeah. I'm sure you remember that because you were there for that timeline, right?
Yes.
Okay, but then today he's just like
sheriff in town, right?
Well, he just denied it. He was like, I don't think you understand, Landry. It was not you. It was not you. It was me. I'm the one that took all of those people off the panel. I was like, okay, sure. Yeah. Well, you did, but I was trying to support you in it, right? So.
Well, I mean, if he wants to go there, I would say definitely you were the motivation or the catalyst for it, at least, right? So.
Yeah, I don't even need credit. I'm just like, for him to even go there, it's just kind of like, okay, dude, are we just? No, well, that's the other thing though too. I was feeling bored. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I could tell.
And I was feeling, like I couldn't speak my mind, which is not a good thing for me.
Well, that's what a producer usually doesn't. It depends on the show, but most time producer doesn't say much except kind of like, you're familiar with Conan O'Brien and Andy, even though he's not a producer, like you just say a couple things.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. It wasn't like I was hired as a producer. That was a word that the internet just made up. You know what I mean? He never said that word to me. Other people did, and he just kind of ran with it, I guess.
I guess colloquially we use it in the Panelverse, like a producer, anyone that's like seen as a big help to the host. That's sure. What.
Yeah, but whoever wants to help next, you can go for it. I'm not going to put up a fight.
But I know you've been there, done that. Maybe I don't know. Maybe you can. I don't know. Maybe try a little bit longer, but that's up to you. But my thing is like the whole thing about Jack. I hope he does good. I hope everyone does good. It's just that like I thought that from the beginning you should concentrate on your own work. It's good to help people, and that's all. Because I don't want to talk about those guys.
I can't even see you anymore on my screen. You're a black rectangle. I don't know if that's just me though.
Could be your plugin or something. Something going on with your plugin.
Hold on, let me refresh.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, let's see. Greetings. Hello, Jack. Good to see you. Is he back? He's back. Yeah. I saw earlier. I saw earlier on your stream. I caught a little bit of it. You were like replaying the like when I went up there. You kind of zeroed in the part where I apologized to you for overstepping going too far with what I said. and I saw that, and I was like, I think I'm glad I talked to you, because you didn't play. I don't think you played the part where I was telling you why maybe I said what I said, because I was I was hurt with the things that what earlier in the week when you were talking about me, and then the trigger point, the tipping point was when you called me lacking spine, and I was thinking, like, I don't even think I heard you apologize to me about
Well, that's
how
a good
hard.
point. That's a good point.
And I
You're
was
right.
wondering about that. What do you think about that?
No, that's a good point. You did, show, obviously yesterday, late in the night, you did show some humility, and you did say that, you were sorry. So I do owe you the same thing. Maybe, you're right. I should have said that. To be fair, dude, I think that there's sometimes that there's people who, in this space, they're often very, there's a lot of people who are trying to be shit stirrers, right? So I always try to avoid those people, but I feel like they still kind of come up. So
Right.
the thing with the spine, that was just one of those words where I would have never, thought to use it. But when I heard it, it was like, okay, maybe that's a good word, and that's what I would use to say it. So I have to be more careful to be able to. And this is the thing, I do pride myself on coming to my own conclusions, but for that situation, you're right, man. I should have come to you, initially, and I've been messy. I get that. I've been messy, so I'm sorry.
Thank you, man. Appreciate that, man. Yeah, because that's the thing. Like, communication is the key, and but I had to learn the lesson too, like, to fucking chill out too, even if it's communication isn't the best, but definitely communication, because like we're so busy in life, and it's so fun to go online. Sometimes we're like, fuck it, we'll just talk about it online.
Sometimes
But
it's fun.
well, sometimes it's fun. Yeah, I actually like having like the conversation offline too sometimes. But yeah, just gotta yeah, but it's fucking crazy this week. You're right, things are just moving super fast, man. What the hell did you do here?
I don't know. I can't take credit for anything. I don't.
Okay, we all did it.
Yeah.
I'll take credit for it. Yeah,
you should. Yeah, you should take credit for it.
Yeah, Jack says, great. I choose to allow him. He did what he wanted to. Now he's gone. Okay.
Yeah, that's fine, Jack. You can. I'm not hiding from you. I'll be around. You can always come. We can. I'm sure we'll have conversations about it in the future. Yeah. Like I said, you do you.
Powder dusty.
I think you should bring King Steven back, though, because I'm tired of him just trying to. I don't use the word harass, but I mean it kind of is that way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where it's like he just put out a post asking for information on me, and it's just like it's just not well. So
he did that.
Yeah, just like an hour ago. So I'm thinking about getting a restraining order. I know that might sound extreme, but I do, find that might at least get him to just, get his nuts off me, because you can have him. You can have him. You can have Jack Steven. He's all yours.
Now, so he's giving them away. No, was that a troll account? I think I saw him in your chat yesterday, bro.
Yeah, I think he is there. It's hard for me to kind of recognize that, but I'm pretty sure he comes up in a few different places.
No, it's because it's like it said Sanity Machine.
I did see that. Yeah, I did see that actually. Yeah. You're right.
Yeah, he's doing this stupid shit. So the Powder Dusty $5. Thank you, Powder Dusty. Very generous. He said, "Nah, Landry wasn't the catalyst for anything. I told him Jack wants the chaos." Hold up, before you go there. Thank you, Flow State. Appreciate it. Yeah, bro. Let's do this shit. Fat niggas.
No strip clubs like titty bars. Big boys when it's snowing. Fat niggas got reels out till like net balls when you smoking. On vacation we don't ride dolphins. Fat niggas ride orcas. This summer we in Mexico. Costa Rica, boy. It's a fat nigga summer. No shirt, watermelon.
Oh yeah. So you want to respond to that, or?
Is it summer almost over?
Is what, the stream almost over? We talking about
summer, not the stream. Summer.
Dude, I have to go back to class on September 1st, man.
Damn, dude.
You're living the forever summer now, huh, Landry? Just like streaming your ass off.
It won't last forever. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to make it last, to where I do get to. And yesterday, Dusty said something about how I don't want to make money, and that's not true. I just don't want to do it in the same way, I guess.
Read these. Okay, he says.
Okay, he's just trying to get me to rage quit because he thinks it's going to trigger me because I'm going to be so jealous of him. But he can see that clearly the optics are already written in the sand, because I've had, my here's the thing, Dusty. It doesn't matter to me. You don't matter. I mean, I know you really need my attention right now, but it doesn't matter. I mean, if you continue to pull the super chats up, that's fine. It's your show. Do whatever you want. I'm not here to change it. But at the same time, I got nothing else to say to Dusty. It's just, I get it, dude. I get it. I understand. It's okay.
Yeah. This is it right here. Because I think I told you yesterday. I think you're gonna be there's gonna come time soon where you're gonna be getting all these fucking donations if you choose to be monetized.
Maybe, who knows, dude? I mean,
Yeah. You don't think so?
I mean, I'm going to leave the option open, obviously, but we'll see how I, we'll see how I handle it, I guess.
Yeah. Now, thank you for the donations. Shift $9, $10. Appreciate that.
A message. Thank you, Sister Avanti, $10 coming on the Cash App. Thank you, sister. Next time, make it 20, but thank you for that 10. I know you barely had that. Thank you, sister.
I appreciate that, Shift. Appreciate that. And then the Ortho guy, our buddy Ortho guy, he says, brother has a problem supporting the other success. Glad I hate her. Don't let him slither out of this BS. Slither. I mean, he's
That's what I'm saying, dude. You've like thrown flames to the fire here with all these people who I didn't care for. So it's like this is not going to be welcoming for me, and I understand that. It's okay.
No, I mean they're giving me a $10. I gotta.
Oh no, I know, but I'm just telling you. Like I understand the game. I understand that they're going to come at it because no, not for you. It's not your game. I'm just saying they're participating in a game because they are upset with me for not doing things the same way as them. So I expect it.
Well, here's the thing with me. If it's like I do my best not to cause like chaos and shit. But if the one wants to give the nation, I'll read it. But
no, I know.
I'm not gonna read. I'm not gonna.
My nigga.
It's something divisive to my guest. I'm not gonna say it even if they are my friend. But if they pay me, maybe I'll say it. But anyway, we're here. Me and you are here. Me and you are here right now. Let's see. Oh yeah, let's go over this right here. About the prompts, like what was your what was your
I do have a comment on that
behind that.
No, so that was
because I was like,
go ahead.
I was like, now this, like I said, this is Monday morning quarterback shit, right? Like with me saying like, oh, could have been, I would have done this and that. I mean, I think they were pretty good, pretty solid. I just wish there was a little bit more nuance, I guess, in it.
Yeah,
but it seemed like it painted me as the villain.
Well, in that moment you were, right? You were like making a pretty clear case. Well, I mean, in the moment, come on.
Well, I mean,
not the villain of the whole space.
Okay, but even the villain like has the character, different dimensions to them.
Well, yeah, that's the exact same thing though, right? Because we're all here's what we're doing. We're all writing our own story, literally, and sometimes metaphorically. So clearly, I'm not going to ever sit there and say, well, this is proof that this is what's going to happen. No, obviously, there's some bias in not just the AI, but in me. So in that circumstance, it's not like I claimed anything there to be totally true or anything. It's what it's essentially doing is telling a story based off of the things that I guided it to tell. But I gave it, just enough of the information that I felt was real for it to get, in a way that sounded possible. Because it might be possible, but at the time, obviously, had it been a week earlier, it probably would have wrote something completely different about how me and you were going to take over the world together because we're BFFs, right?
I get it. Well, this is Shadowboo said the entire prompt is subjective based on without being objective at the timeline. The fact the last 2 weeks need to be more specific. Well, yeah. Oh, that I'll say, dude. Like, how would you say to be more nuanced in the part where you said about when I turned?
Yeah. So I guess it could say like, what did you say? Timestamp?
Yeah. Oh, I mean, do you think like a timestamp would have been? No, I mean in the prompt, like this time. I said this and
yeah,
I said this behind the scenes to you, and then you went on your broadcast and did this, and then
the more information you give it, I think it would be better. Yeah, but that's one of those things where it's like, how much am I going to type out? You know what I mean?
That's true. Yeah. Well, let's read this shit though. Not shit. I gotta watch my right speech, man. This was very interesting. I already read this part about the alliance, the OTW, and Paul formed the alliance based on based on complementary energies. What do you think the complementary energies is with them? I thought it was like maybe negation about like they talk about what they don't like in terms of the system and all that stuff.
Well, I think it's. I mean, so from my understanding, I think it's essentially. So you're asking what their values that they share? Yeah. I guess it would be. I mean, from what OTW has told me, he's into the whole rights freedom. I mean, even Flow State said that last night. But you know what I mean? He's into the. Yeah. Okay. So, well, obviously, I guess. Flow State felt. Sorry, not Flow State. OTW felt like he thinks that Paul is a high enough, value that he made him the only one featured on his channel, and even told me that in a way that was very like, hey, this is how I feel. Everyone here sucks except for Paul. He's the only one doing something real. So, do I agree? Do I not agree? I don't think I quite agree completely, but at the same time, I get confused by it because I wonder why. I know he says this is just the chaos area, and I'll let anyone come up. So, for me, it's still the same thing that I don't seek to do myself, but that's fine. More power to him.
Mhm.
But I'm getting off the point here. So I don't know. To be honest, I'm not sure what I guess maybe a comedy would be a common theme. I also think they take the broadcast a little bit more seriously as far as production goes, just as far as their voice and their equipment.
Yeah, than most people. I mean, Flow State has a pretty good production too, but yeah.
Well, I'm just trying to think of what I could come up with.
Yeah. I think that the rights, that's the big thing. Even though there's a couple other people that do that too. Now it says Flow State aligned with Gabriel because both have expansive, ego-driven energies that feed off each other's grandiosity, like ego-driven.
Yeah, well, I don't know if I'd feel that about you, but like I said, I can't sit here and stand behind all this astrology stuff. It was clearly just a fun little experiment, and if I ran it again, it might say something different. It probably would.
Yeah,
you could run it and make me the villain. You know what I mean? That's how this whole world works.
Yeah, I like what it says grandiosity with. I would say ambitious, but yeah, that's cool. You said now this is funny. Drac remains a preferential due to his Leo Virgo internal conflict. I guess that's the Virgo, right? The internal conflict. Over like thinking, being hypercritical, making him attention seeking. That would be the Leo, unbalanced Leo, right?
Yeah, it's a weird mix.
And then the self-sabotaging. That's sounds like Scorpio rising. He's a Scorpio rising, so that could be that.
Be honest, dude. Like just looking at all this astrology stuff, I got to keep my guard up around Scorpio energy. I think I never really had to put up with it my whole life. I think you said the same thing. You couldn't really find Scorpio, so I got to be more like, I don't know if I can handle this battle. Because
I think it's just what I'm learning is just communicating, just like with anybody in general, but especially the Scorpios, so things aren't misconstrued. Because if you misconstrue something with like a Cancer or like a Virgo, it ain't gonna be as fucking messy and hit so violently as it was a Scorpio. So yeah, I was just communication, bro. Like
it's true. And
I know you said earlier, you'll never confide in me again or anyone on the internet. I mean,
just for certain things, for safety.
Yeah, for sure. But I think communication, that's the biggest thing I'm learning right now. So it says status quo. Paul's energy provides foundation. That's true. He's kind of stable in his, yeah. OTW pushes acceptable innovations. He loves his AI music and different plugins on his stream. Flowstate and Gabriel create mystical content theater. I was talking about like the Enneagram thing we did the other day. That's true. Now, theater, is that the drama aspect? I
guess it could be.
Jack provides comic relief.
I think that's
Is that like,
yeah, I think it's
at his expense, or he's a funny guy?
Well, I think it's he can when he's laughing at himself, and not just at himself, but when he's like in that mood.
Yeah.
I think he does have a good sense of humor, but I don't know I've ever seen it come out without the kind of, because I don't think it's always just pointed at him, but it is. That's usually when it starts to come out, is when we're having like a time where it's like, isn't that crazy that the past was so wild? You know what I mean?
Right. Powder Dusty with the $5. Thank you. You said fat neighbor summer. It never ends. It never ends. It never does. It never ends. Are we gonna do it? Fuck it.
No strip clubs look like titty bars. Big boys when it's snowing. Fat niggas got reels out till like net balls when you smoke it.
Thank you for that $5. Very, very kind, very generous. Shift with the donut. $9.99. Thank you. Donations, optics are high for sure. Appreciate that, Shift. Thanks, brother.
This is a $500 plate dinner. Good night.
Oh, 500. Oh, okay. All right, no problem. Here, put us down for 4, in case we want seconds.
This is about Shift. Hello, Landry. Are you there?
I'm here.
Yeah, there. I thought you said something about Shift.
Oh yeah, I know. I said it. So Shift says the optics are high too.
Well, yeah, I think we all got that from Snafu.
Mm-hmm.
He's the one that coined the phrase. We've heard him say it so much.
Yeah, I actually have an optics counter.
Yeah, I want to see that. So every time anybody says it,
well, it's always him. I only pull it up if he's around.
No, we all. I say it a lot now.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't really know that, but yeah, I can send you the code.
No, Flo says bro can't handle other people's success. Well, I think he's happy for me. I'm happy for his success. Thank you for the $5.
I want everyone to
appreciate
succeed,
it.
but I also don't think that I need to come into this and be succeeding the same way as everyone. That's my biggest understanding of what Flow State is trying to say, is what he thinks that I'm unhappy that people are successful. And in reality, there's a ton of people in my chat yesterday who are saying, thank you. I think that super chats do disrupt when they're, every 5 seconds. And especially if the nature of this part of the internet right now, maybe it won't last forever, but right now I think it's pretty fair to say it's pretty much just anti-me for kind of just reasons that are a little bit too serious for me to allow that. So maybe it's just the circumstances were different and I would have acted a different way. But I mean, it's not, I really don't care if you succeed, dude. I don't know why you would assume that is on my mind at all. I mean, I can succeed. You can succeed. We can both succeed together. And I know that you like to lift other people up.
So yeah, we heard it. Like Landry's down for succeeding. I co-sign on what you said for sure. Yeah. Path Walker says donation train choo choo. Thank you. Hey, we hit our goal. Damn, already. I wanted 20 super chats. I was gonna reveal. I got 20 super chats. I'm gonna reveal the new channel layout, the new name, and all that. So we'll do that later on. But appreciate you guys, bro. Very cool. And then one more. Damn donation. Cynthia with the $5. Thank you. Doing my part to support the homie. Yes, I appreciate that. Very generous. You didn't have to do this. Yeah, you didn't have to do that.
I'm still here in the board office. Many old parts in my warehouse. I'm a
God, that's cringe singing, but thank you, Cynthia. Appreciate the donations, guys. God damn. This is it. These guys. We got one from Jack Telcott. Fucking these guys.
Damn, that's crazy, Jack.
Look at these guys. It's crazy. You said, blessings and gratitude for the positive focus of NPC. Jealousy. Oh, yeah, come on, guys. Yeah. Appreciate the donation, but we don't have to take it there. Appreciate the 10. $5 says, what is the appropriate response to seeing your friends succeed? Probably just being happy. Appreciate that. You say it's not about hating or disliking him. He hates others for making money and creating community that cries victim.
See, they just can't stop thinking about me is the thing. So here's the thing. I'm more than happy to stay in my area until this kind of cools over. It's not worth it to me. I know these people, clearly this is the way that people who act who really want to get somebody's attention. So I don't know why you need my attention. I think you made a claim last night that I was looking so desperately to receive your attention. I was sent a link to join your show by Snow. She just said, hey, you've been on everyone else's show today. Join this. I said, okay. I joined. I stayed around for, I think, 45 minutes to an hour. There's some weird thing that happened where everything just transitioned to a new person's stream. I'd never seen that happen before. And then the money bomb started dropping. And I said, I'm not really enjoying myself here. I'm going to go ahead and leave. And then it's okay. That's the first rage quit. And then, obviously he made a video yesterday with me in the title. So, playful banter. I commented on it saying, wait and see. I'll surpass you soon, because it was a booger video 2 weeks late, by the way, 2 weeks late on the booger video. And then, he came onto my thing last night, and then he, started restreaming. Everyone went over there. So I said, okay, I'm going to stop this right now. Went right back up to it and had the people who actually like to be around, even if it is only 20 people, who came back. And then he came back and said, why do you need my attention so bad? What is it? Why do you need my attention? I'm like, dude, you keep coming over to me. So that's all I have to say about it.
No, I get it. And I'm going to play these. I appreciate the super chats. I'm going to play the Fat Nigga Summer after, but we got to get through a couple things. Well, I appreciate all the fucking donos. Appreciate you guys. Very generous. But yeah, back to this right here. The catalyst. Okay. This is the part that's very interesting. So when Landry joins phase 2, his Scorpio sun immediately recognizes Gabriel as both a kindred spirit and potential threat.
I didn't notice you as a potential threat.
I didn't. No, I didn't. That wasn't my intentions either, to be a potential threat. I didn't see that in you either. I guess this could even be flipped too. You can do all kinds of stuff on this shit. So initially, Gabriel's but I definitely saw the kindred spirit. That's definitely bullseye right there. Initially, Gabriel's Sagittarius Mercury charms Landry with big visions. There you go with the Jupiter expansion, because we're like, yeah, we're gonna do this and that. I like that. I love that that business thing, business plan or strategy.
Oh yeah,
thing.
Yeah, exactly.
That was dope. Right, that is dope. I still look at it. While Landry's Virgo moon accepts Gabriel's apparent sophistication.
Apparent. And see, this one's saying this language is in there because I'm freaking I poisoned the well.
It's like sneak this and you're fucking sneak this me AI. But you're the creator of that, huh? They bond over their shared intensity and shared vision for elevating the content. That's true. That's true. Are you being able to do that? Do you think even with all the chaos through it?
Tell me that one more time.
I see you do I still see your working streams, even when when Paul's going off.
Yeah, and like last night, I mean, I had kind of a really good moment, and that's why I didn't want to kick anyone off, but it became because I realized. So I had like an hour and I don't know how long, like a little over an hour, where I was just like sitting here. I was getting pretty emotional, like opening up in a way, sort of, kind of getting back to that, what's up with me? Let's get back to Landry, sort of thing. And it was just really enjoyable. I was like, damn, this feels nice. And then, you came, and then Bex came in a little hot. I don't know if that was the right time or place for that. But
yeah, I was being kind of patient with that shit.
I know you were.
I mean, I get it.
Thank you. No, thank you for that. You really were.
Yeah. But like you hung up on me.
Yeah, I hung up on everyone because
I
had lost control. So that's what and I'm going to continue to do that anytime. And I get it that it looks bad because I've seen Jack do it and others do it. So I can see maybe the perception of it, but at the same time, I don't think that I want to be considered an open panel, maybe a semi-open panel.
I see. I mean, you don't even have to call it anything, huh?
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Let's shoot up with the $10. He said money bags are loose, chat. Keep it up. Yeah, keep it up for sure. Help Ben with his school uniform. Appreciate it. $1 from Flow State. Very generous. Thank you. $1 from Ortho Guy. Thank you. $1.
Oh, are they running out of money?
They get it. I mean, that's cool, man. They are being generous, though.
They are. Yeah, sure. I get it. That's great. I'm really happy for him. I know, it. Well, and I guess if you want me to give you the optics, I could make it look like it's a really upsetting rage quit, or I could be chill and say, "Hey, thank you," but in about 10 minutes, I'm gonna head out.
Yeah, because you have a stream, right?
Yeah. In 10 minutes.
Yeah. Let me give him this. Don't leave yet, please.
No worries. Yeah, I won't.
Plug walk. I don't even understand how the fuck my plug talk. Pick him up in a space coupe. I don't let my plug walk. Skirt. Pull up in a space. New freak had to cut my other little bitch off. 50K, you could come and book a cracker for a plug walk. Big ol' Bentley, it's a spaceship. Call me on my phone, I don't say shit. I make money when I talk. I'm a boss, take a loss.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Arpool, for that $1. Appreciate y'all. You didn't have to do that.
Arpool's getting on it too. That's fun. Yeah, Arpool, he's the biggest shit stirrer, dude. He's the first one who told me the spineless thing. You know what I mean? And I was like, yeah, that's a good point.
What did he say?
Oh, he was just talking about how he was saying how you don't have a spine, and then I was like, you know what, that's true. He doesn't really have a spine. So it was and I've noticed that this whole time I've been here. He's like the king of the shit stirrers, and then he also plays the role.
Well, he said I didn't have a spine.
Yeah. Before I ever did.
So you learned it from him, the language.
That specific word, I think I did. But it did resonate with me. I was like, that's a good word for that because it's like it did seem to fit. So, but to be fair. That was one time where I was influenced by another, so I will admit that.
I think it. Well, yeah, he admitted that, but I think a lot of us are influenced by a lot of these. It's like I said, like the optics and all that shit.
They're high.
Have you ever, dude? It seems like you're very. I won't say calculated because that's like a negative connotation, but it seems like you're very measured when you speak and all that. Is that something you've always been like that? Like very kind of like. Precise and careful and surgical with your words.
Sometimes I've always felt I was the opposite of that, to be honest. I've always thought I'm kind of impulsive and I don't think before I speak.
Okay.
So it's an interesting observation. I like to think though that there's some calculation in some things when I'm on a good day.
And then a good day, yeah. It could be used for the good. Now this is the honeymoon period for us. It says 2 Scorpio suns create magnetic collaborations, pushing each other to new heights. That's true. That's a good thing, right? I was in the honeymoon stage with my wife for probably a good 7 years, and then it all went down, and then it went back up again. That's just how it is. How long have you been? You've been with your partner for a long time. Or what?
So we met like when I was It was 2019. I was her
Yeah.
boss. She worked for me at a place where, and then I left that
You're a
job.
boss.
Yeah, I was her boss, and then I was kind of annoyed by her because she she was into me, and I was with somebody else, so I was like, come on, dude, give me some space. I was like, we gotta
Yeah.
just be friends. So we were friends for like 3 years before we ever got together, and then we got together, and then the most stable relationship I've been in. So
I think it helps you. I would think with the 7th house Scorpio. I know, at least for me, that changed my life for the better at the moment. Because I always used to look at other people and be like, damn, I mean, I want my partner in crime too, type of shit, So, were you I was like serial monogamous kind of? Are you like that too?
yeah, so far, I mean, it seems
Yeah.
like I've heard that Paul isn't, I guess, or maybe he is. I don't know, but yeah, I've
Mhm.
never. I kind of made jokes about it, but I've never been. Yeah, I mean, for me, I just probably couldn't handle it.
I always wanted to try that lifestyle, just like dating a whole bunch of people. Like,
Well, it's always like I want all the women, but I want her to only have one me. You know what I mean? It's like nobody's
oh
ever
yeah,
like,
man.
well, I want to see her get all the men and I get nothing. You know what I mean? So it's always some selfishness to it.
Some would say that's actually the natural way, my friend. What you said about having the women and she's just having you. But
Well, maybe I'm
if
missing
you can, if you can do that, if somebody can do that, shit, man, it's hard enough with one woman, huh? Let me see. Oh yeah, phase 3, the betrayal. Landry's rapid growth triggers Gabriel's Scorpio possessiveness and fear of abandonment. Gabriel's double Scorpio energy interprets Landry's success as a personal attack on their bond. No, I didn't feel like that.
Yeah, I don't think so.
So it was like super subconscious or something. The moment Landry flips the formula, was that mean like probably like in your way holding me accountable? You think?
I have no idea. I really don't know.
Gabriel sees it as the theft of their shared vision. Gabriel's Mercury Sagittarius turns his communication from inspiring to inflammatory as it begins subtle character. Now I wouldn't. That's not true because it was basically one haymaker.
I know. Yeah, it was like the atomic bomb.
Exactly. Yeah, it's like it destroyed the world.
But hey, at this point, I mean, I think it's at least good in the sense that that's early. So for that to be, taken out of the way this early is a nice. You know what I mean? I don't know if it could. I don't want to jinx it, but I feel like there's nowhere to go but up.
No, for sure. You kind of like reset.
That's why last night I admitted all the crimes I've ever been arrested for right in the air, so just to get them out of the way. So
just to let it out, just to let it out. We were at Atlantis Landry when we first met for the first month, and then we destroyed it. I destroyed it, and then we're building from the rubble. We're building from the rubble. Here we go. No, but this AI is fucking powerful, bro. It's like I love it with the astrology.
The one that I was doing today with Jack to make him. It was just his. Praise God, and it was just like 30 seconds long. But obviously, it wasn't actually him. I just put in a description of a 50-year-old hippie guru type, and it was pretty. It was close enough. You know what I mean?
Was it a video or a song or something?
Yeah, it was just like a VO3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, the AI graphics are sick, and the song's pretty good. I like this astrology though. I'm kind of obsessing over this shit. So it says the fracture. Gabriel Scorpio nature demands either total loyalty or total destruction. Yes, true? but not as extreme. I guess.
Yes, and
not yes, but not as extreme as that all the time. Yeah, maybe only for the people I really care about, I guess. But I'm learning from that. Landry's innovation becomes betrayal in Gabriel's wounded psyche. Damn, you got me with the wounded psyche. I mean, either way, I was willing to just do my own thing, like I am still. But yeah, this is like dramatizing it, but there's some truth there. The alliance shift, phase 4. Paul's Taurus sun recognizes Landry moon as someone who builds rather than destroys. Oh, so maybe in this case, it's insinuating that I like to maybe in Paul's mind, according to the AI, he sees me as a destroyer. But Landry. Yeah, because it says Paul's Taurus sun recognizes Landry's Virgo moon as someone who builds rather than destroys. Because here's the thing about Paul. Like, I mean, I don't know him as long as Jack and some of these other people, but the times I've gone to his channel, like I've tried to, contribute and I've learned a lot from. I learned a lot from him, and then there's been times when he's come on my channel, and I thought we had really good discussions. I even like showcased him in different videos. So
is this me moving my mouse? Is this muted?
No, this is
I see. No, okay.
Wait,
yeah,
you're moving that? How are you moving it?
No, I'm not right now. I guess the video is paused.
It's playing. It's playing.
Okay,
it's
I was gonna say I was like kind of confused.
No sound.
I was like, what? All right, man. I got just a couple more minutes though.
You got a couple more minutes.
Yeah,
Okay.
but don't worry, dude. You got a ton of people who want nothing to do with me, so I don't think I'll steal anything from you.
That's no. Okay, wait. For the goal, $2. Thank you, Jack. Appreciate that.
Yeah, Jack,
they want you to see these.
My nigga.
They want you to see the super checks, Landry. You're a superstar, along with me. $5. If I want to see if you have the capacity to be happy for someone else. I don't think so.
You got two misspellings there, but it's all good.
I mean, do you have the capacity?
I am, of course, dude. Of course I do. Like, you think that I don't have the ability to be happy for other people based on the way that I've not shown an interest in your super chats? It's such a specific thing. Like, there's so many ways you can be happy for others. And I mean, I'm not like jumping out of my seat to say, "Oh my God, I'm so happy for you." But I mean, why would I? What does it have to do with me? We're different people.
Oh. Yeah.
You know, but the closer, obviously, I get to somebody, the more I do want them to succeed. Like, you know, when I worked for Jaren, dude, I took pride in that. I took an extreme pride in every time he was successful, and I felt like it was a joy and effort. You know what I mean? And it mattered to me.
Right. Here, this for Flow State area of this club.
No, you're proving with your language right now why I didn't trust you from the beginning and didn't use you for your cash and pretend to like you. You're a dunce. Sorry to tell you. There's no other way to put it.
Oh shit, Snow, that's for you, Snow. I'll give you attention for a second. That's about it though. I think that's
man.
Oh, well, we got one more Jock Talka. Here we go. The donations and other things are not actually about you, modern man. Lost again. Thank you again for your consideration.
We'll see how
thank you, Jack, for that. Appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you, Jack. This is a great thing here because this is just, it's funny. I mean, Jack, you got to realize how I'm in a position to where I'm willing to just be civil here, but I mean, just remember, dude, like the optics here, right? Like Jack, you know, the guy who wanted me to work for him for $0, and then he's just coming in here playing the same game, like saying, "Oh, I'm going to super chat to NBC." You know, we exchanged no money. You know what I mean? And so obviously, it's not like I quit today. It's not like it was a real job or anything. So, you know, Jack, I see you. I mean, I see that you're already showing, you know, a little bit of pettiness here, and it's fine. You can do it. You have a ton of people that would be so happy to know that you're no longer working with me. So I think it's a good thing for you in this situation, sincerely. Yeah. So it's fine.
Yeah.
All right, man. And, thank you for letting me on, though.
All right, I'll see you again, bro. And this could be your farewell song today.
Okay.
The Powder Dusty with the $5. He said, "Read them. Why wouldn't you defend the feelings of someone who feels feelings get hurt when you do well?"
My feelings got hurt whenever something else happened. You know what I mean? Recently, that hurt my feelings. Yeah, of course.
Right.
The super chats don't hurt my feelings. I just don't care. It was my broadcast. You know what I mean? Same way that, you know, NPC, you said that you don't like when other people restream you. You want them to come to you. So it's the same sort of thing where it's, you know, we have to take some sort of control over our space, right?
Right.
And we do it in different ways. That's all. Much love to you, Dusty. And I'll see you guys later.
All right, Landry. Take care, bro. This is for you, Flow State and Jack.
No strip clubs like titty bars. Big boys when it's snowing. Fat niggas got real out till like neck bones when you smoke it. On vacation, we don't ride dolphins. Fat niggas ride orcas. This summer we in Mexico. Costa Rica, Bora Bora. It's a fat nigga summer. No shirt, watermelon, snow bunnies.
Yeah, thank you for that, man. Guys, damn, you're so. If my ego was clearly a real thing, I'd probably like, oh my God, you guys love me. Is that out of love or hate for Landry? Jesus, guys. But yeah, Landry, thanks for coming on, man. Yeah. So yeah, guys, you guys were fucking showing off. Fucking Grifto State Nation. Shout out to Ortho guy. Oh, he's right here. I was like, what's up? I said Grifto State Nation in the house. There's my other partner.
What's up,
the
Bruce?
Grifto State Nation. What's up, bro? How's it going? Man?
Representing the Griffino State Nation well today. I have divided attention, if you know what I mean, so I can't stay long.
That's okay, bro. You going live, huh? Yeah.
I just wanna say this.
What's up, man?
If he didn't care about the donos, he wouldn't acknowledge them He's a grade A hater, and I've personally just decided to not engage with him.
Yeah, it's a good. I think that's a good way to move forward, man. Because in the end, I think that was your first stance. Because when he wanted to debate you or have the dialogue, remember he told me to ask you, and you're like, "No, I'm good. I can tell when somebody, doesn't like me. I'm not. What's the point of me like ripping their head off?" Right? I'm paraphrasing, but that's more or less that, right?
Yeah, and like that's right there. Like it annoys me that he pontificates and talks
What's up,
about
Joe?
the super chats,
What's up,
like he
OG?
don't like them and he's not jealous, and it annoys the shit out of me because like he wouldn't, and he talks about taking your own space back. No, bro, that's just hate. That's just haterade. He talks about what he does different, but he doesn't really do anything different. He covers the drama in his own way. He bitches and complains and cries the victim, and that's all I'll say on him.
Yeah.
I'll be up for a few more minutes if you got questions, but like I don't like the guy.
Yeah, it's fair. It's fair. A lot of people do, and like you make a lot of good points. And I'll say this because he's not here to speak for himself. I do witness him. I think his number one thing is to show his art he makes, like his music, his videos. Talk about the the truth or like traps that from the system and all that. However, I would just keep it 100, really keep it 100. I definitely do think the drama, whether he started it or finishing it, he's definitely benefited from that, and I do see him
agree that he benefited at least in
yeah.
Well, he wants to lie that he's not benefiting from it or he's not attempting to benefit from it as well.
Right. Yeah.
And
What's
that's
up,
what
Shift?
hurts me.
Yo.
Yeah. I think I've heard him say though, to be fair, like he knows that bringing them a lot of attention.
Well,
the
he
chaos.
knows what he's know what he's doing. That's why I said don't let him snake his way out of this or slither his way out of it. He knows what he's doing or attempting to do. And like I said, I won't talk too much shit because he's not here and I don't want to engage with him.
I can't lie. I pride myself on being able to see things coming. I had no idea that he garnered this much hate. This was up there with the male shit, right? This fucking chat was crazy.
Well, I mean, he did it to himself. He did it to himself. He attacks literally everybody. Yeah. It culminates in this falling out with Jack tonight. That just happened.
Yeah.
Wait.
It did.
I missed that part. Well, I guess.
Let me see this.
Go ahead.
Let me get this for Shift. Thank you for that, Shift. You're good, Show.
Yeah.
Thank you, Shift, for this
special report.
That's a breaks, boy. Yeah. That's a breaks, little man. Break it down. Degeneration up. Degeneration.
Yeah, it's China. Yeah. All right, guys. Where you at?
But
the good times.
Good times.
Yeah. Since I'm kind of rocking and rolling, I'm gonna have to bounce.
Okay, Ortho.
I'm glad he said that because I did not know you did not like to be restreamed. I was thinking about doing that.
I was going to ask.
I will not do that if you don't want that done because
no. Listen. If you want to do that, it's all good. Like you can ask me. You have the Yeah, if you ask me for sure. That was more like on the big events. I don't want people to restream that shit. Like the
that should be a given. Like if it's like an award show like you're known for doing. No, I get that.
Do you want to restream right now? You're saying?
No, I have. I wasn't gonna bring it up, but I have one going on, and I just hopped over here to talk to you. That's why I keep saying divided attention. That's why I keep saying divided attention.
Ortho, I even mentioned it, like when the first thing I said, I was like, "Shout out to Ortho, bro, my guy." I said, like, I see you went live a half hour before me. I'm like, I don't really like that, but I hope you have a good stream.
My bad. Usually I pay attention, but people are like, these streams that are going on are so boring. Can you go live? And I'm like, fuck it, I guess, because like there was a bunch of politics streams going on. You know me. I usually look out for that. If homies are about to go live, but I had people like it's so boring.
And I'm like, fine, I will.
No, but I had this plan like for since 4 days or 3 days. so that's why. That's why.
Well, I mean, I do have a habit of streaming every night. I'm not trying to be a dick about it.
No, you're fine. It's like, damn, Ortho, bro, you're trying to put a stranglehold, bro. Like everyone likes you. I want some people to come over to me sometimes, dude. Jesus Christ. But anyway, no, I appreciate you, bro. You're good. I still gotta do that. I'm thinking like next Wednesday, America time. 9 p.m. Eastern, but I'll send you the details. I already sent you some videos for our.
I saw those. I haven't watched them yet. But I am gonna watch.
We'll talk about it
and study on them. Yeah, but I gotta bounce.
People.
Appreciate it, bro. You have a good one.
Your people.
My people.
I see you, man. I'll talk to you later, brother.
I see you, man. Later. Bye. Y'all be safe. Love all of
Thank
you.
Ortho guy. Appreciate you. Look at Flow State, the Grifto State fucking Pope. He said I shrank my donos when they were being read. Oh, you would have had bigger ones. Oh no.
That's why I came in with the 10s, man.
I appreciate it. Yeah, I gotta read that. My thing is like, I get it and I really appreciate the generosity, but I was really trying to get through that content with them. I wanted to ask him some questions about it, and I knew if I kept doing that, he probably would have left even sooner.
I love that.
But that was the point.
I love that they pressured you to do it, man. That was just fucking chest.
How did I handle it, OG? One more from Flow State first.
Strip clubs like titty bars. Big boys when it's snowing. Fat niggas got reels out till like neck bones when you smoke it. On vacation, we don't ride dolphins. Fat niggas ride orcas. This summer we in Mexico, Costa Rica, Bora Bora. It's a fat nigga summer. No shirt, watermelon, snow bunnies.
Whatever Flow State was trying to do, I mean, what everyone was trying to do, it worked. Wouldn't you say?
Yes, and I think if you asked me, I think you did what you pretty much had to do or should have done. You know, I think you should have read them because I think you lived that life. You do support that shit. When you said, that's why I hop up there to ask you about the restreaming. I thought when you said you didn't like it, that caught my ear too, because I picked you among the community where you motherfuckers all do that shit and help each other out.
I used to, but like I'm like, now I'm at a point, because that used to serve me individually when people were restream, because I get eyes on me that normally wouldn't from those people that restream. But now I'm at a point where like I got my communities getting more grounded and more stable. So I'm like, I don't need to do that. And like, you guys can come over here to see me. Come over here to see me type of shit.
But if they come over here to see you, that's when they would naturally restream, right?
Well,
that's what I meant when they're over here chopping it up with you, restreaming. That's what I meant strictly, nothing else.
Oh no, that's fine. Like for example, like if like Ortho was on here right now,
just doing,
yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. But like, there's literally a button where you can push restream, even people on the chat.
That's lazy, huh?
Yeah, it's very lazy. No offense to OTW, but I've seen him do it since day one a lot. He just did it a lot. Like he'll just restream and like not really say anything sometimes. Yeah, I've done that before because it's a weird function where you restream, Joe. Like for example, let's say I went on Shift Pathwalker channel Shift, and we talked for 20 minutes, and then I'm like, I gotta go get Ben, and I restreamed it. Like I can't turn it off, Joe. So if Shift did a 7-hour stream, that would be on my channel.
I understand.
It's just crazy.
That's different, man. I still be thinking that'd be helpful. Like if Flo come over here and he do that shit and he'd leave, or anybody for that matter, they'd leave it up. I find my way to other streams like that, right?
Yeah, that's actually how you find other streams. That's how I found who is it? Flow State was through Based Oracle, was through Shift, who was on Based Oracle's show.
I got so many through that nigga. I can't even say how
if
many.
Joe, cool. If you remember, I was King's. I had like I was for GS at them, but that guy was hilarious. I mean, he called me Hitler.
You was breaking up, or I was breaking up. Say that again, if I remember what.
I was on Based Oracle stream, and you were on it. I didn't know you that well, but you were with GS at the time.
Yeah.
And I was Kings, and I was just pissing him off so much. He was calling me Hitler, and
that
I mean, it was just,
who was calling you Hitler?
Yeah, generally Pacific. He called me
Damn.
Hitler. He's like, I'm authoritarian. I'm like, yeah, pretty much with my life. I was trolling the shit out of him, you know. Just trolling him.
GS is another motherfucker that's easily controllable. I see Landry'S battle, right, with the controllable shit. He has no idea that he's controllable. I hope he has consciousness. I'm a chance stop over there and ask. I got questions for that dude too.
Yeah, well, before you go over there, let me TVT, thank you for the vengeful truther. He says, bro, can you cry more than a 10-year-old? Be a fucking man. Stop being a soy boy.
I mean, when it comes to business and anything that's successful, a friend of mine the other day told me, he said, I don't know what it was, but someone was around and said, yeah, because money can't buy happiness. And he turned around and he said, no, money does buy happiness. You just got to give it away. That made all the sense in the world to me because it's the truth.
Yeah, appreciate that, vengeful truther. Yeah, Landry's trying to find his place in this world.
I mean, he said it. He said it on the stream. I was listening to one.
That Blue
He
Ivy.
said it's like I like the power. I like the power, you know. And in some aspects, you know, if you're attacking other people, I get it. You're trying to shake the trees, if you know what I mean, to get a community. Right. But you gotta have to handle the heat, man. That's how it goes.
That's the opposite side of the coin.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to talk to you guys, both of you guys. And Joe Cool, like fucking, I need that email, bro, because it would have been really great to talk to you during all this crazy shit,
right?
As well as Shift.
I'm gonna put it in the back chat.
Thank you. I'll lock it in
because we got a conversation coming up too. You're cool. Kid.
We got we had the big announcement, bro. We made our goal, bro. We got 28 super chats already. We just wanted 20 super chats.
Yeah,
20. That's the magic number. That's the magic.
That's right. That's the money number, right?
That's the money number in numerology.
The money number.
Yeah.
so I'll make the announcement right now. Let me see. We gotta change something real quick. Plug walk. Okay. Here we go. Boom. I just changed the name of my channel right now. And then we just let me change something real quick. The big unveil. I'm gonna change my avatar to fit what's going on here. And I'll show you a little intro video to show you where we're going with this consciousness and where is he at? Consciousness and fitness. That's where we're going with this. NPC the game is no more.
Nice.
I said I will shock the world of bodybuilding. That type of you can, that type of you believe, is in the DNA. There's something that's inside of certain people that speaks that and make it a reality. And what you really believe, and if you're willing to back up what you speak, you're gonna be running with negativity, negative people, but you have to hold true to who you are and believe and continue to move forward, launch forward, and do great things. Having that attitude, it made all the difference. Whatever they grab their hands to, they maximize it, take it to a whole nother level. With great trials comes great success. If you have a heart.
Show people that they can do. All it takes is determination. You'll get your chance. Sometimes it doesn't come as quick as you'd like, and there's a lot of hurdles, but you will get there. You have to believe in that.
Muscle maturity, balance, growth over a period of time. We didn't rush our physiques. We made them better.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, it's all about, it's a new day, man. Fitness and consciousness, bro. I mean, we already were talking about that a lot, but that's the top priority now, man. NPC the game has now become Gabriel's Trap House Games, man.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, Gabriel's Trap House Games, man.
I like the sound of that.
In all life areas, finances.
Are you saying
self-development?
GAIN or games? MES.
Gains, like GAINS. Gains, like improvements, level ups. Level ups. I didn't change my name
All
yet.
right.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't roll off the tongue yet, but
No,
we'll get
no.
used to it.
Yeah.
We'll get used to it.
I got to get the philosophy in my head before I can even critique it, and I'm patient, so I'll be. It's something to look forward to. That's what he's talking about.
I mean, the trap house is a place where people come to get what they need. This is the trap house of positivity.
Trap house gains. Okay.
The trap house gains. There you go. Yeah.
Especially nowadays when most people are just like stuck at home and shit,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hey, let
And
me go
before-
see if I can rap with Landry for a second, because I probably don't have long out here. My buddy just sitting down chopping it up with some friends, and then I got a feeling he gonna want to chase police. We just left a protest, so I don't think I got much time. So I wanted to rap with Landry too.
All right, man.
If I got time, I'll be back.
Okay, bro. Thank you for the email. I got it locked in.
My man.
All right, Joe. OG. Peace. Yeah, man. Because I mean, I'm kind of sick of these meta conversations. Like, I'll talk about it tonight because it's like I said, the tying loose ends and whatnot. But
absolutely. I mean,
getting
I
old,
was
man.
I was listening when Paul went on with Landry, right? And I don't know like the lore or whatever, but I'm just listening to what he said. And what he said basically was when he was deep into it, like he kind of had to get away from it after a couple of months because he was scared for his health. And it's true. All this drama, backbiting, and gossip, dude, mentally it's gonna fuck you up unless you're like a psychopath or sociopath that you love this shit. But a normal person would be like, "What the fuck?"
Right.
It's like,
I can't do that shit. It's like it's too much. Blue
Yeah.
Ivy, I didn't see that. I didn't see his, my bad. He said, Joe, if you're listening, why the hell have you picked up her dinner? What's wrong with you, Joe?
She wants
Someone
some
said,
sushi.
Sushi. That's what we had yesterday. Fat ribeye steaks. That sounds good.
Yep.
That sounds good, man. Yeah, man. Because, bro, in terms of the PSA, what do you think about all this stuff? Like dealing with the drama, that type of drama with people who are quote unquote less status.
The way I see it, right, is that Landry is coming in. He's trying to he's like what is it, like Dark Side, right? He's trying to go into a different universe. He's trying to put in his rules in this universe. When reality is the culture has been established, the community has been established, the lore has been established, the rules have been established. So you are trying to go into an arena and you don't know where the rules are, the lore is. You don't know how to handle these people. There's some great manipulators. There's some great, they have certain classes here and there. And the thing is, like, if you're gonna attack everybody, well, you better have something better, a better product, like to bring to these people. But reality is, it's the way I see it. It's just not sustainable, like because it's just the way what Flow is doing. I mean, it's just flexing on them hard, dropping money bombs. That definitely pissed them off. I don't care what you say. Like I'm a Taurus, right? So for me, it's just like I see it as black. I see it black and white. When I see someone talking about it and being so animated to talk about it, they're very upset about it. They're very So
I mean, a Machiavellian trait is hiding your emotions. So even if you are feel a certain way about it, sometimes you gotta act under the Machiavelli act, right?
Pretty much. I mean, you're gonna have to like act under like a smile, or there's certain things that people can do to act not as bothered, but they could be seething inside. And really, it's like you gotta you have to know how to handle the heat. So if you go on an enemy territory and there's like 9 people against you, Well, the biggest thing is like the most common strategy is like bulldozing over people, like talking louder than other over people. That's what Paul does. Paul's very good at that. You know, he's
Yeah.
just bulldozes towards people. Um, and that's he can stand on his own. But another tactic is like also have your community
Up,
come
hero.
in and fight for you. You know,
Right.
while dropping money bombs. That's also a good strategy. So yeah.
Exactly. That's what they did.
Yeah.
I know there was some love there. I mean, definitely like there was some love there. Shout out Buddha says, "Welcome to Gabriel's Trap House Games podcast, a place where fitness meets consciousness." Absolutely. Yeah, we're gonna have we're gonna be going through my journal, like I'll let you know, keep you up to date what I'm working on, like what body parts I'm hitting, what the diet is, to
Yep.
give me power so I can lift. The things I'm doing, training Ben because we're still doing these triathlons and whatnot, and basketball, judo, all that stuff,
Mhm.
but as well as the latest in like what we think about consciousness and awareness, through the paradigm of Buddhism and even Islam and Christianity for all y'all who are in those modalities, but also what I love is like non-duality. I love existential psychology. We're just gonna we're gonna astrology, as you know, so we're gonna hit all these things and relate them because what the mission statement is basically get off your ass, be in motion. And that's what
Yep.
like Pathwalker is a great person to have shift right now because that's a uncommon commonality we have, right?
Oh yeah.
Of
Yeah.
getting up and getting after it.
The last couple of days I've been healing a knee, but it's pretty much like when you're walking, it's just enjoyable to me. And also it's
Mhm.
like for me it's just like kind of what Jack does. He wants to end world peace. Rather mine's is more practical in my opinion. It's just my opinion. It's just like I rather end obesity one step at a time. but
Right.
I but I also want to combine that with weightlifting because in my earlier days I was I mean the one thing I had was I had a lot of energy and time, and probably the good thing is like the gym like was the place for me to release those fucking rage and like fucking like stress from school and stuff like that. Let's just go in there, lifting some weights, you feel better, and then you do it 5 days a week. You're like busy, you know. That's the one good thing about going to the gym, and it cleanses your mind of like filth and or like just bad thoughts about people and stuff because you're pounding it on the weights. You know, it's fun.
Yeah, man. And that's why Shadow Buddha has a comment about can you talk about the old bodybuilding games?
Yeah, the old bodybuilding days.
Yeah, the
Uh,
bodybuilding.com.
Oh, bodybuilding.com. Oh yeah, they had a miscellaneous section, and basically, they're the f- they. This was the stream yards before the days of like streaming. Like they had people were on forums, and they even got on the news, but in a very bad way because they like to troll a lot. It was like the 4chan of bodybuilding.
Yeah.
And they had like very infamous characters like Ziz from Australia. This guy was just like he was
This
into
is
working.
great.
Yeah, he was into working out and going to raves and like he was raving and he was just like, "You want to be a
He
sick
also was doing
motherfucker?
drugs
You."
though too.
Yeah, he was like, "You want to be a sick cunt? Don't be a sad cunt. Be a sick cunt. Everybody has a little
Mhm.
zizz in them." And I was back then, he was an icon. I was on those forums.
Yeah.
I had like 3,000 posts. Like it was just it was super wild. Fun times. They have all these memes. You know the frog? The frog came from bodybuilding, miscellaneous. A lot of the memes came from bodybuilding.com, actually.
Hmm.
So, and it
A
was
lot of the memes
wild.
did, right?
Yep, yep. And everybody was into the action, but over time, it pretty much died after like I think like 2013, because
Mhm.
then YouTube and streaming got more and more popular, so people, they're able to form better, more communities, and now it's like forums. Forums are like a dying art. Nobody, because you have to take your time to write a post that's articulate, right? Like, well,
Mhm.
compared to like talking, you could just talk out of the blue. and not even think about what you're talking about. And I can get that because I have my Mercury and I think it's an Aries, so I could
You can think
depending on
quick,
I can think quick.
figure
It
things
says,
out quickly.
but I feel like most of the time I have to be in a good like state of mood, like I'm into the conversation, or else my
Right.
thinking is going to be off. It's going to be I don't even want to talk.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, speaking of off, it's funny how like what's up, Mars Life? Good to see you, bro. I didn't see you. I saw you earlier. Positive vibes. We're going places for sure. A lot of the a lot like 20 people left basically after the drama. After like that drama, they want to follow the Landry flow state drama. Okay,
Well,
that's
here's the
cool.
thing. You have to understand also, like fitness is like a competition with yourself, and a lot of people don't want
Uh-huh.
to face them. A lot of people don't want to face themselves. They want to face other people. But what I see is that when you are attacking somebody else, sometimes it's kind of like you're attacking something that maybe subconsciously you view yourself in a way in that person, right? Or maybe something you don't agree about yourself, in a
Mm-hmm.
way. So sometimes it's best to, I mean, I get it. Like in YouTube, it's like part of the business model, like kind of like to attack to try to get
Yeah.
followers or react. But
Right.
there's better ways of execution with that. It's better to attack a bigger idea or philosophy that's negative towards society than trying to bring down. Like to me, all the people in the Panelverse, they're kind of like small fish, bro. Like, it's
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, I
it's
mean,
like
yeah,
yeah.
people will say, "Oh, you have 10 viewers right now," but that's fine. These are high quality viewers. 10 viewers, yeah.
Exactly.
Because if you stayed for this, like, yeah, man, it's like Gary Basker. Look what he says. He said the Schumann resonance has been really funky the last couple of days. Also, that throws people off. Yeah, that's the Schumann resonance. Is like the Earth's frequency or something like that.
Hmm.
Like they said, it's speeding. It's been speeding up
Hmm.
exponentially the last like 15 years, 12, 15 years, and causing people to like get off their rocker, basically. This is why. Let me get your thoughts on this. Hopefully, Machine Lies is not streaming right now because we started to go over this with him and some other people. I want to get your thoughts on this, like real
Hmm.
quick rundown about different philosophies because you're fucking super bright. I want to hear what you.
Existentialism. Existentialism centers on the meaning and experience of human existence. It holds that no intrinsic purpose or meaning exists beyond what we each self-define and our choices amidst uncertainty. Like an artist facing a blank canvas, we hold responsibility for every brushstroke.
It actually goes along with the segment I was going to talk about mythical narratives because I think
Hmm.
that our life is like a paintbrush, and no, our choices are like a paintbrush, and our life is that blank canvas. And depending on how we use our choices, aka the paintbrush, we paint the picture of our life, right? That's and that's what I mean
Exactly.
mythical
Yeah.
narrative. Like at times it seems boring and all that, but if you really look at it and zoom out, there's probably some epic things that
Hmm.
correspond with like real mythical um mythical narratives, stories from our cultures, different cultures around the world that we're playing out here, kind of.
Yeah.
Like you could be doing the Hercules myth, or you can be doing the Osiris myth in your life. And so what do you? I think that kind of relates to this existentialism. What do you think about that?
The
The
way I
the
view it is,
brushstroke.
I definitely view that that taking action and getting an experience is definitely more valuable because it could teach you a lot of things.
Yeah.
But also there is a point where sometimes it's also good to just think and brainstorm, but
Mm-hmm.
and write things down, where you need some solitude. I think that that's also important. But there,
Right.
some people they need to realize what there needs to be a balance with that. For me, I find in my life like the best thing I ever do is really just take action and just improvise on that action afterwards to see what works and what doesn't. Right.
Right.
That's the biggest thing for me.
What works and what doesn't. Yeah, that's the best thing. But best way to do it, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we got a name change. I have to look at it myself. Gabriel's Trap House gains, man. Like, we're getting gains here in all areas of life. Right? We're not just sitting around. I mean, we're sitting around listening right now, but hopefully you'll be motivated to go do something for the better yourself.
Absurdism. Absurdism is closely related to existentialism, but holds that humanity's efforts to find meaning in a chaotic, irrational universe will ultimately fail as no meaning exists to find. It rejects existentialism's notion that people can create their own meaning.
Actually, existential is the way that's actually kind of a positive, right? Can be seen as a positive, right?
It
could be.
I guess in a way it depends on your
if you're positive,
your perceptive, if you're a positive person, or also if you're a religious person, kind of like your meaning is like kind of like serving God. So in a way that's positive, better. But absurdism of like saying like nothing means anything, and to me that I just look at this, I'm like, this is numerism right here. I'm like, this is like, nah, bro. Like, how could any normal person have this type of viewpoint? Like, I don't understand it.
Right. And look at this absurdism. Like, they haven't even hit him what it means actually yet. Ready?
And instead embraces absurdity. A core theme is the futile search for life's purpose, verging on delusional obsession. Nihilism.
That sounds like rotting, dooming, right? The absurdism philosophy. Like, the world's absurd, so do nothing about it.
Yeah, I don't agree with that premise at all.
Yeah.
So
let's see nihilism. Why don't you agree with that?
Because it's because I felt that in certain aspects of my life in my past, and you turn into a rotter. Like, you fucking just to stay at home. You get into other people's drama and business, and next thing you know, you just get sicker, not only mentally but also physically. Like it's a sense of dread, sense of doom and gloom. So it's horrible.
Nihilism takes concepts of existential meaninglessness to the extreme by rejecting all notions of knowledge, truth, meaning, and intrinsic value. This school.
Let's say nothing has meaning. At least existentialists say nothing has meaning until you create it. Say it so, right? But nihilism is like nothing has meaning. Wow.
School of philosophy maintains all attempts to impose or discern order, purpose, and meaning are inherently flawed intellectual constructs. Stoicism. Stoicism teaches finding peace of mind by accepting what you cannot control. It says external events happen due to nature's will. We suffer when wanting to control what is not in our power. Stoics practice self-discipline to master emotions and desires, which then happen due to nature's constructs. Stoicism. Stoicism teaches finding peace of mind by accepting what you cannot control. It says external events happen due to nature's will. We suffer when wanting to control what is not in our power. Stoics practice self-discipline to master emotions and desires, which then removes turmoil and frustration.
What do you think, Schiff?
I feel like, in a way, if you try to apply it, it's just going to make you go crazy. In a way, in a lot of it, like even Marcus Aurelius, they say that most of these Roman emperors, they were high on opiates, so that's why they practiced stoicism and emotional control, because they were high all the time.
They were basically like they Zolofted out, right?
Yeah, like, Zolofted out.
Nothing. We're like, no emotion.
Which is, yeah, and to me, it's just I find that laughable, because to me,
what's up, Clue?
It's important to understand your emotions and where they're coming from.
Right.
And I think, most men are not like, they don't want to really think about it too much, but it's good to reflect on where your emotions, such as rage or anger or vengeance, or like just, feeling a sense of dread, where is it coming from? It's important to tackle those emotions head on, so you can use it productively. Like, to me, I don't view anger as like a bad emotion, but more of like how you channel it. Are you gonna attack somebody else, or are you gonna use it more like for courage or willingness to change yourself? So
exactly, that's the most important thing. How are you gonna use it? What's up,
And
Clue? Come up here, bro.
and
And what?
it's important to have emotional control, but there comes a point where it's like you know, you're human. Like how much more control do you need unless you're like a psychopath, right? So
Right.
yeah.
Psychopath.
Yeah.
Roman philosophers like Seneca and Marcus Aurelius wrote on ethics and virtue by going with rather than against the flow of life. Virtue ethics. Virtue ethics teaches that morality comes from a person's inherent character, motivations, and behavioral dispositions, not what rules they follow. It looks at habits and motivations inside the person to judge them as good or bad.
It's kind of fair, right?
Kind of fair, but like I say, like
Or is it limiting?
it's too binary. And the way, yeah, and the way the world works, it's like it operates in gray, because a good person can also have bad habits or like
Yeah,
bad thoughts,
that's
and
true.
they may slip up, they may do something. Well, in that aspect,
Hey, like me
would they?
sometimes. Like I was like, I wish I would have made some mistakes, especially this week. But it doesn't mean I'm a bad person as a whole, right?
No, definitely. People make mistakes. People react to certain situations when people feel threatened. You know, things happen. You know, the same thing. Like someone pulled up on against me, right? Like someone tried to dox me, and they tried to pull up at my house. Well, I got a baseball bat ready for them. You know, so it's like
You do a baseball bat for Clue. He says you are a bad person. Laugh out loud. With the baseball bat. Clue, give you some gains, some lumps on your head.
I got my Louis. You know, the Walking
Louis,
Dead.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. They call you Babe Ruth.
Babe Ruth,
It looks at
baby.
habits and motivations inside the person to judge them as good or bad. Consequentialism. Consequentialism judges if acts are right or wrong only by their outcomes. It holds that the ends justify the means, and consequences are all that matter morally speaking, not rules or motives. Deontology. Deontology judges the morality of that the ends justify judges if acts are right or wrong only by their outcomes. It holds that the ends justify the means, and consequences are all that matter morally speaking, not rules or motives. Deontology.
Consequences. Okay. Consequences.
The ends justify the means. I mean,
That sounds like a
but
psychopath's philosophy.
it's kind of like, you know, like say like there was an old like a Justice League movie basically that in a parallel universe, imagine Superman was like evil, the Justice League was evil, and they used this justification. Oh, we're going to protect the world. You got to follow our rules, and our ends justify the means. We're trying to keep you safe. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Matter morally speaking, not rules or motives. Deontology. Deontology judges the morality of actions based on adherence to rules and duties. It argues that some choices are inherently right or wrong regardless of outcomes. Unlike virtue ethics,
right or wrong, just inherently right or
that
wrong.
looks at a person's inner motivation, deontology requires obedience to moral rules as a duty in and of themselves, not just
Sounds like Quakers or something.
because of expected
Yep.
outcomes. For example, lying breaks moral law in deontology, even if the purpose is to help someone. Virtue
Very rigid.
ethics, on the other hand, may condone the lie through moral reasoning focused on the motivation behind it. Utilitarianism. Utilitarianism is the view that society
Whatever's useful.
Yeah,
What do you say
yeah.
something?
The way I see it with that, it's just not. It's not practical. Like, you know, if you're worrying about every little thing, you know, even in Islam, like, you know, we're expected to sin. We're expected to sin, and we have to ask God for forgiveness. You know, it's just how it is. We're human.
That's how it is. That's yeah. Oh yeah, Superman laser beam flew through him.
Yep.
Little Lucille walking down. Yeah, thanks Markella for this.
behind it. Utilitarianism. Utilitarianism is the view that society should aim to maximize total well-being. Actions, laws, or policies are moral if they achieve the greatest
Okay.
good overall. even if some suffer along the way.
Sounds like a dystopian future. One of those like Brave New World, type of stuff, right?
It's
Could be
yes, could be, or it could be in a
positive,
way.
extra positive.
If there was no religion in the world, and say like AI took over, but the AI does a way better job at like analyzing people and making humanity great, there could be the flip. It could be that positive notion, but the way
Hmm
I have to view it with human condition, the thing is, it's just like most likely. Sometimes I feel like we're gonna have a dystopia. You know, it's just yeah.
A dystopia for sure. All those movies are about it, man. Planet of the Apes, all that shit. Rationalism.
Rationalism says reason is the main source of knowledge, and that intuition and deduction can reveal the truth about the world. Rationalists emphasize logic over observable evidence. René Descartes
Okay.
pioneered major rationalist concepts like "I think, therefore I am."
This was a reaction to the church, right? To push back against the church. You can't
Yeah.
use this all the time, though. I don't think.
No, because
Empiricism.
we're not always logical beings, no matter how much
Right.
you
Your
try,
gut
right?
feeling. Like you're like,
Yeah.
why should you fall in love with this person? Type of shit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Eames Alexander says, been listening for a while, doing other things. I'm a bit of an absurdist. I like how she admitted to that. Yeah,
Hey,
like maybe that's why she doesn't freak out so much, because she's like, all this crazy world we live in.
To be honest, I mean, I think in all aspects and some parts of our lives, we all entered these type of like phases, you know, like
Right.
like
Exactly. You go down to all things, huh?
Yep, exactly. I could 5 years ago, I could see myself being a nihilist, like kind of being like a denizen, a young denizen. So
Oh
it's
man.
but even then, I was still like, even to the point of nihilism, I said, oh, okay, the world is going to shit, but I still want to strive on top, in my
Yeah.
own way.
Yeah. We keep rising to the top shift.
Yeah.
Empiricism says knowledge comes only from sensory experience. Empiricists view the mind at birth as a blank slate to be filled solely by sensory data and reject reasoning or intuition alone.
It's like not even intuition. Wow.
As
Just
reliable
experience from
guides for
experience.
truth.
Sounds like a hedonist or something.
Yeah,
I can lead to
I
that.
just don't agree with it. It's like being an absolutist on that. I just think it's like it's kind of foolish,
Mm-hmm.
Constructivism focuses on how we assemble meaning and knowledge from the world around us. It proposes that humans construct learning and truths individually rather than absorbing objective information passively. Constructivism has strongly influenced theories of education, emphasizing active student participation over mechanical memorization of static facts. Skepticism.
I can agree with that. Like if
Can
I
you
look
explain
back,
that?
well,
Go ahead. If you look back, what? Sorry.
I mean, just view it like the days when you were in like school and stuff.
Yes.
The best classes were the ones where everybody participated and learned a lot. Compared to just like a teacher reading a textbook and telling you to brute force memorize.
Yeah, the active participation does fun. It is fun.
Over mechanical memorization of static facts. Skepticism doubts all accepted beliefs. Extreme philosophical skepticism argues that absolute truth may be unknowable, and that no knowledge claim can ever be definitively proven true due to limits of perception and reasoning.
Yeah, I remember like an OTW stream earlier in the week, like we were watching that news story, and like the dude, the Freedom Grower guy, Dick, he's like, now is this an AI video? How do we know this is a real video? And I was like, damn, man, like I don't have that extreme skepticism. Because that sounds like extreme when you're like questioning every little thing.
I think it's important to have a healthy amount, just kind of like to protect yourself from bad actors. but not to the
Right.
point where you're like paranoid. And
Paranoid, exactly.
yeah. And for us,
Yeah.
it's like, I guess in a way, yeah, our perception is pretty limited. We have a short
Mhm.
lifespan, and also not everyone's intellect is the same, and not everyone, perception is the same of life. Like everybody has a different way of life. So, uh,
Mhm.
but going to the point of paranoia and questioning everything, I mean, it's like you're gonna go into madness.
Madness, not sadness. I feel sad. You would go, yeah, because you just start questioning. You become a paranoid. We call it a paranoid awareness. You become a gang stalk victim in your mind.
Critical theory. Critical theory examines how power structures shape society and beliefs. It questions the status quo by revealing the underlying ideologies that form what we accept as normal or common sense.
That's kind of cool, actually, right? I like that. Your broadcasts have done that in the past.
This is like pretty much like mass psychology, like kind of like the
Critical theory.
dynamics of the leader and the group, and how it influences the group. And we kind of see it with people online and in communities, how they do how they form up. Like if they go to a debate, for example, you look at Andrew Wilson, right? You see all of his drones are like, dude, like that based Oracle versus Andrew Wilson. There's still people to this day commenting on the
Fuck the
debate.
moderator.
Yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Remember the negotiation? Base Oracle said that you must make me a sandwich. That's stupid. That's the only part I remember the shit. I don't even remember. Oh, is Andrew Wilson? The topic was, is Andrew Wilson a grifter? Oh god.
Just analyze things like social injustice, economic inequality, and institutionalized domination of one group over others. This is where the feminist theory is derived from, as it seeks to expose assumptions benefiting some over others. Idealism. Idealism says reality is made of ideas or spirits rather than things we can touch and see. It claims our minds shape everything we experience as physical, including our own bodies, like how dreams seem real when we're in them, even if just in our heads. Realism.
Idealism. What do you think about that?
Our minds shape everything.
Our mind shapes everything
we experience.
That sounds like Hinduism or something.
Yeah.
As physical, including our own bodies, like how dreams seem real when we're in them, even if just in our heads. Realism.
This is like a very limited way of. Okay, I think the definition is important right here.
As reality is made of ideas or spirits rather than things we can touch and see. It claims.
Okay, Plato's world of forms.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Claims our minds shape everything we experience as physical.
So that means that would help you with maybe even Buddhism type stuff too, because it'll remind. What do you think, Shadow? I think this is like a Buddhist has this elements of idealism, because it's like your mind. This will remind us to be mindful, right? Meaning like we create reality, our mind. So yeah, don't put anything in it, any old junk in it. Don't be all meta, because that's my thing. Like my enemy shift now is not necessarily a person, like a lot of these people have. It's more so meta speak, when we're just talking about conversations only. In a sense, I'm doing it right now, but you know what I mean? Because like this is what we're dealing with in this. The whole Panelverse in itself is a lot of that, right? And maybe we can change this.
The only way is, the way I view it is that it's kind of like that critical theory, right? The way it's formed, the people that are attracted to that, they are attracted for one specific thing. It is that hooked on emotional dopamine, getting that hit of like what's gonna happen. It's like a televiva, like a soap opera. And they're living they're getting invested in their characters. It's kind of like their Super Bowl each time. And the thing is, eventually, a lot of these people, will waste years of their lives. 5 years have passed, nothing has really changed for them, and some of them may maybe even be used as content, and that's up to the viewer. Like, you are taking a risk if you go, like on these panels, you're taking a risk, but
Sure.
some may gain something from it. They may get a sense of maybe they're lonely and this is their family, and others will, they will learn the hard way and they'll just be made a lolcow, so you have to be, to the way I view it is like, you have to understand what type of community it is, what is the culture of it, and what is the behaviors and what is their actions. And if you could notice that, then you could prepare yourself accordingly when you go on them, right?
Yeah, well, and the culture of this Gabriel's Trap House Gains is set forth as we're talking about doing things like moving the body, and
Yes.
and if you're not doing that, your thoughts in terms of like where's your consciousness at? Even think about being aware of your awareness, how to have a stronger mind, how to have a more peaceful mind too at times, and just which I think on all these things is going to help us become better beings. Which
Oh
is I
yeah.
think would be great. Keep that, and we'll meet people where they're at. I mean, some people can't even get out their chair and do exercises. This is why they're on the Panelverse. But even that, as you know, as a PA, in terms of the cardiology, like there's a lot of exercises people who aren't mobile can do, huh? Even in a chair, right?
It depends on, it depends if they're a wheelchair, then it's kind of, they're gonna have a hard time.
No, I
But
mean
yeah.
there's certain things, not a wheelchair, but just an older person or someone maybe who's even like obese, even morbidly obese. There's certain things you can do with your arms while sitting in the chair, with your legs and stuff.
I tell them, I tell them, get a smartwatch and start walking 5,000 steps a day.
And even that,
That,
yeah.
yeah, I think right now the sweet spot is around 7,000 steps for the really good cardiovascular benefits.
Mhm.
Anything after that is like diminishing returns, but still pretty good for your endurance.
Yeah.
And good for cardio. I mean, to the way I view it, it's way more fun than running on a treadmill. I think even Dorian Yates, like he would walk for his
That's
cardio.
boring.
Yeah.
That's super boring, like sitting on a treadmill. Super boring.
There's nothing more I despise than the treadmill. I mean, I feel like a hamster. It's just horrible. It's horrible.
Yeah, yeah. But I know in the gym though I've logged thousands of hours on the city state cardio on the bike. I don't mind that.
Oh yeah,
because at least you're sitting down and you can listen to a podcast or something, or talk even.
A bike or elliptical, definitely.
Yeah.
I have to get back on the gym gains. I've been out for like 3 months on that.
Yeah, let's
I
do
gotta
it.
get back. I gotta get back on that actually, because
let's do it, man.
Because I remember when I was in my 20s, I was going like hard, like kind of like Shadow, but like 2 hours a day.
Yeah, Shadow Buddha is a monster. Yeah. Yeah, and then instead of like talking about it, like with the meta, the enemy, the meta conversation. Instead of just talking about talking, let's do something. It's very meta. Yeah. So me and Shift are going to be giving you stories about our workouts and whatnot, respective workouts and walks and whatnot.
Including our own bodies, like how dreams seem real when we're in them, even if just in our heads. Realism. Realism says the physical world we perceive exists independently, outside of the mind. They believe that matter and observable things are primary, while consciousness arises from detectable interactions in the brain. Realism claims that stuff we trip over like rocks or tables would still be there, even if no minds existed, and rejects the idealists saying matter comes from imagination.
Okay, realism. I'm trying to think how that can help you when you. It's a good medicine counter to calibrate you to coming back in the center of if your head's too much in the clouds, in the ideas, right? In the idealism, right?
Primary, while consciousness arises from detectable interactions in the brain. Realism claims that stuff we trip over like rocks or tables would still be there, even if no minds existed, and rejects the idealists saying matter comes from imagination. Spiritualism. Spiritualism believes that spirits of the dead communicate with the living, usually through a medium. Spiritualism convinces grieving loved ones.
Yeah, spiritualism. Yeah, that was very big in the turn of the century. in the like 1910s and 1915s and the hundreds. You see it in the World's Fairs they used to have, where people would have talk about seances and different machines that could measure paranormal experiences. Very interesting back then.
That beloved spirits are doing okay on the other side. Physicalism.
Yeah, you don't want to get, if you're in Islam, you don't want to get to that. The jinn, speaking to the jinn. I'm good.
Oh no,
Loved ones that beloved spirits are doing okay on the other side. Physicalism. Physicalism claims that reality consists only of the physical world studied by science that can be explained by atoms and molecules. It views consciousness and thinking as no more than biochemical reactions and electrical impulses sparking between neurons, and that no spirit is floating about. While realism believes that the world exists independently outside the mind, they remain neutral on the idea of consciousness. However, physicalism goes further, claiming that all of reality, including consciousness, thinking, and experiences, can be accounted for by physics, matter, and motion with no remainder. Natural.
Maybe on one aspects of reality, huh?
I mean, this is like kind of like the atheist viewpoint. So,
yeah, there's no unseen world.
But the way I see it is like science is not perfect and we can't explain everything. It's not like the absolute truth. So
right.
So that's the way I view it. And when people have those debates, I just viewed it kind of as a waste of time because really the statistics really people that are religious and spiritual, they're actually much more happier. You know.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Natural.
They're taken care of. They feel like they're taken care of in a chaotic world. There's someone looking out for them.
Naturalism says the only real truth comes from science experiments, discovering how nature works, and that only facts confirmed through testing theories against evidence count. Naturalism also ignores spiritual beliefs or philosophy speculations since they can't be proved in labs.
I was going to say Taoism, but no, it seems like they believe in the unseen too.
While physicalism believes everything can be explained eventually using science, even if we don't understand it today, naturalism restricts all knowledge only to those theories that have been confirmed through testing. Anarchism. Anarchism wants to get rid of rulers and laws to enable total freedom. It claims ordered cooperation happens spontaneously without state control once oppressive constraints are lifted, like volunteer crowds clearing fallen trees after storms by common caring rather than central direction. Anarchists seek progress through society.
What do you think?
Society.
Nah, it can never work because then we're going. We go back to like the ancient tribal days, like where we need guns, water, and food. You know.
As someone who's a historian of One Piece, and when me and Ben started watching it last night, we're on episode 5. I love it. I can see why you love it, and the world loves it. It's amazing. Would you say that the age of the pirates is kind of anarchism? A lot of those pirates, their philosophy.
They're like the way I view them is like they're like individuals that love freedom. Yeah, I see it in a way because they want to tear down the order of like things like if you look at real world pirates in the past, they would take down ships to steal gold and booty, you know. So in a way, you know, they found freedom in the sea, but in terms of like anarchy, could it ever work? This type of ideals, I view it. You can only use it to tear down like maybe a tyrant, but but for the world to function that way, it's just going to be complete chaos.
Because even in the commune, you need some rules and a leader, right?
Yep.
Sometimes, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, look at that monkey Luffy. He's kind of amazing. He's a weird guy. He's brutally honest, but he seems like he has a good heart, huh?
The way I see it, like he has it. If you look at it, he's kind of like a better version, like cartoon version. And I don't even mean disrespect Jack, but kind of like a Jack Telcott. His mission is to become king of the pirates. so but the thing is like he has like superior strength, and through that superior strength, it's like flexing. He's able to recruit people that he wants in his crew, and that's what a lot of people also get wrong with like the online community building is that if you just attack random people, right, you're not gonna attract the people that are really the ones that will like you for you.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. This is why, like, I'm not necessarily tripping how we went from 35 people to 11, because it's like me and you're cooking right now. This is the theme of the new movement, Gabriel's Trap House, Pathwalker. Movement is the alliance with Pathwalker is similar, right? What you try to do. And yeah, so we're okay with the quality over quantity, huh? Right?
Always.
At the moment, yeah.
Grassroots
Oh, by the
agreements.
way, if remember mythical narrative, there's something called synchromysticism, which is kind of like a mythical narrative, where you look at the movies and stories, pop culture, and try to overlay them on your life situations. So 'cause remember, I'm on episode 5 of One Piece, Ben and I. So if I'm what you'd seen this last week of Landry and I, who is Kobe and who is Luffy between the two of us?
Who is Kobe and who is Luffy?
You remember Kobe, right?
Yes, Kobe was the Mamba, the assassin. And
Oh wait, no, what you gotta remember though. No, I'm on episode 5. So at that point, he's because I don't know, maybe it's been because I've seen you've seen all of them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Kobe was the first. He was the first kind of like quasi crew member for Luffy. When remember Kobe was the chore boy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The military. Yeah. In the
Yeah,
military.
he became a Marine.
He became a Marine. Yes. I would, in terms of like total devastation, you were definitely Luffy when you know, in a way, Landry's being Kobe at this point. I always viewed it that way because, you know, he let out some personal things, and
Kobe would always share freely, huh?
yes, and that's that in the Panelverse. If you attack someone and you let out your personal information, it's fair game. That's part of the culture. That's how it goes. Like anything's fair game. It's blood sports. At the end of the day, I don't think he understands that notion. It's blood sports. And why would you give, if you're going to attack the enemy, why would you give them that news? And they say, oh, they might find ahead of time. Well, the thing is, you don't want to give them any ammunition. So that's.
Yeah. Well, I see where you're coming from right there.
Yeah.
Haheem's thanks, Shiv. You said Haheem Alexander says 7K is the ideal for steps per day. Seems low.
Well, this is for like the normal person that doesn't even go outside. You know? So yeah. So in a way,
it's a great start, right?
Yeah.
Great
I
routine.
mean, and 10,000 steps a day, that's like 1 hour and a half.
Yeah. Barnes Boy says, I feel very comfy in the trap house. You don't even know. I love it. Yeah, I love
Browns Boy. I mean,
Browns Boy, we got you. We got you.
No strip clubs like titty bars. Big boys when it's snowing. Fat niggas got reels out till like net bones.
To be honest, Browns Boy,
On vacation, we don't ride dolphins. Fat niggas ride orcas.
I get it what you're trying to do,
Costa Rica,
but I don't even think
it's a fat nigga
Shit, we
summer.
can't hear
No
you.
shirt,
Hold on one
watermelon, snow bunny.
And when it's playing, you can't hear you. So go ahead, say it again. What you were saying?
I mean, me and Browns Boy was supposed to be doing a stream on the
I
conspiracy.
want to see it, man. You still do it.
But the thing is, it's just I just don't view them as like agents. They're just normal people just playing a character.
Like the people in the panel. Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
I see.
And even if they were, like, so what? I don't care. Like, what are they gonna do? You know, so
yeah, guys, that's true. If you'd like to donate, please hit up the super chat, super sticker, membership, and buy me a coffee. We already hit our donation. We had a 20 super chat donation. We have 28. We got that in the first like fucking hour and shit. That's hour and a half. That was base. That was wild. It could have been more too. Well, you know, I was trying to do our thing of being somewhat neutral at times, right? And then we still did really good with that.
Well,
he said, "I see how it is. You're good." He never said. Okay, to be fair, he never said all agents, dude.
Not all, like,
Okay.
but the thing is, it's, you know, I don't want to be, I don't, I don't want to do what Landry does. Like, been there and done that. I did that 5 years ago. I kind of don't want to do that again. You
Yeah,
know,
that was pretty harsh.
yeah, and I got like the brunt of it. I got doxxed. I got fucking harassed for like 2 years. I just don't want to deal with the same type of bullshit. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep. Yeah. And that's what happened. And like I see in the other channel, I don't even say it going live, but yeah, there's a lot of drama, people talking about it. Let's not create more. Pixel T said, I left for supper. Did I miss the announcement from the new channel? Yeah, we hit it. So the new channel is called Gabriel's Trap House Gains, man. We're all about consciousness as relations to fitness, you know, and just positivity, leveling up, gains, 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 right? Financially, spiritually, physically, all that.
Don't
We plan
forget
to
relationships and good ideas.
and relationships and good ideas for sure. Can I play it for Yolanda? Sure. Let's see. Relationships is very important, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. Lee Haney, bro. He's a good example. Who's a Scorpio, 8-time Mr. Olympia. Yeah. And regardless of people, you know, they go, those guys do steroids. When yeah, they do. That's part of their what they have to do for their to be like the biggest. However, I'm not endorsing that taking steroids, but there's an awful lot of natural bodybuilders out there that are killing it. And bodybuilding, it builds discipline, right? Shift.
Body, like working out,
willing to
working
back up.
out changed my life, honestly.
It did. Yeah.
It builds a lot of discipline, which you can carry over for the other things in your life. And I think every man has to be physically fit. I think it was Socrates that said, I believe it was Socrates that said, like, it will be a shame for any man not to live up to his physical peak condition, right? And so,
Right. And this is like the closest to God. The Greeks and the Romans used to think about your body having the aesthetics and whatnot.
It speaks that and make it a reality.
Lee Haney was a beast.
Almost like the
Like
law
this-
of physics. Everything is connected to everything. One without the other is zero. It's about muscle. It's about beef. You know, and that means the guys with the largest muscle. And of course, we're looking at definition. That separate the men from the boys. Mr. Olympia should be something grand. Our bodybuilding should be something grand. So that's why the biggest and the thickest and the largest is bodybuilding.
I said, I will shock the world of bodybuilding. That type of you can, that type of you believe, is in their DNA. There's something that's inside of certain people that speaks that and make it a reality. And what you really believe, and if you're willing to back up what you speak, you're going to be confronted with negativity, negative people, but you have to hold true to who you are and believe and continue to move forward, launch forward, and do great things. Having that attitude.
you know what's funny is in that universe they have to deal with also drama also in a way.
Yeah.
The mind games that they play. Lee Haney, he was before the big mass monsters, before
Right,
Dorian
right.
Yates. That's showing the old Dorian Yates before
This is
became
classic.
Mr.
This is classic physique, like
Yep.
looking good, right? Still doing steroids, but a little bit more realistic. Yeah.
Yep. Like the steroids, the way I view it, it's a neutral tool, and it's up to every man to decide if they want to do it or not. The way I view it, with my
I don't want
family
to do it.
no, definitely not. Like my family history of like people getting heart attacks, no way. Not gonna do it ever. Nah.
Yeah. Let's finish up this game, this video real quick. So yeah, Yolanda, consciousness and fitness is bodies in motion. All right, this is what we're about.
Government coercion. Marxism. Marxism aims for fair worker rights and resources shared equally. It believes those owning business capital will always exploit employees for profit otherwise. Marxists want workers democratically running factories themselves. Basically, Marxism preaches ending the class system, where the rich live well by paying the poor as little as possible. Liberalism. Liberalism promotes individual rights and liberties as the best path to justice. It emphasizes constitutional limits on government powers and free markets with open competitions, not state-run industries. For example, classical liberals oppose censorship of any belief or behavior, not directly harming others through unconsented violence even if deemed offensive. They advocate moral autonomy. Communitarianism.
The
Communitarianism
way I
says
view it is the classic liberalism was the best thing, like in a way.
Well, yeah, that was a good one.
Yep.
Yeah.
I support that.
It's more like a conservative libertarian.
Pretty much. Because the way I
with
view
shared
it,
value.
I'm not a full-blown libertarian because the way I view it is like government is needed for big state projects, like like building a dam, building roads, building an initiative like in the Great Depression, giving people jobs and stuff.
Yeah.
But if you have full-blown libertarianism, I'm probably butchering this, but the way I see it is like limited government, and you just allow these corporations to get bigger and bigger. Eventually, it's just going to be turning into like a corporal narco state where the corporations rule supreme, kind of like a cyberpunk. The way I
Well, that's
see it.
fascism, the corporations and
Yeah.
government combining.
For example,
Yeah,
classical
cyberpunk for sure.
liberals oppose censorship of any belief or behavior, not directly harming
censorship.
others through unconsented violence even if deemed offensive. They advocate moral autonomy. Communitarianism. Communitarianism says strong communities with shared values matter more than individuals. Maintaining cooperative traditions and common identities takes priority over pursuits of radical freedoms that could divide societies into hostile factions. It balances caring for your neighbor with chasing personal advancement. Individualism. Individualism emphasizes the intrinsic worth of the individual. Individualists promote realizing one's goals and desires, valuing independence and self-reliance, and advocating that the interests of the individual should gain precedence over the state or a social group, while
No, that's not good.
opposing external
Yeah.
interference upon one's own interests by society or institutions.
That's
I
only
feel
if
like-
the person's like extremely moral and pure.
I feel like most people, they go through phases of this when they're younger.
Yeah, for sure.
They're more
You have to.
individualistic. You have
That's
to.
what
It's like
That's what they call the individualistic process, like Carl Jung
Yeah.
talks about. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. But you don't want to stay like this, or you become a dickhead. Everyone
become a
hates you.
you become a hedonist. Also,
Yeah. Or an extreme like conservative, like where maybe you're not a hedonist, but like you're like a know-it-all and all that shit.
Such as the government.
Mhm.
Deductivism. Deductivism claims utterly certain conclusions must follow logically from accepted premises. Deductivism says if I know A equals B and B equals C,
Love
I
from
must know
Kentucky.
A definitely
love, man.
equals C. It claims logical step-by-step math-like rules yield 100% true conclusions. If your first premises are airtight, no guessing is needed. Inductivism. Inductivism looks for consistent patterns signaling likely futures
Okay, I
without
like that.
certainty. Like if the sun rose daily for years, betting it appears tomorrow seems
That's good
reasonable
reasoning.
too. But inductivism can't guarantee
this one.
forecasts using past precedents.
You can
As
use it like
Yes.
you remember you're into forecasting.
Yeah.
Brown Boy says I met Arnold Schwarzenegger and yelled at him for being part of the NWA back in 2011. Wow. Okay. Holy shit. Now you're talking about the real New World Order or the wrestling New World Order. I was trying to find that clip earlier. I did the opposite. They're ops, right?
I
Of
mean,
the
he was
NWA.
he was in Hollywood, man. He joined it, in the early 70s.
Okay. So, he wasn't Holly. What's up, David Wayne? How's it doing, man? We got a couple more minutes left before we finish with this. Let's go. Oh, I thought I was getting this. Why aren't we showing this, guys? I love my boat kid video, but
Oh man, he's been hyping. He's been hyped.
You got it. I like how you said it. You said one of your messages like a week ago. You're like I forgot what you said. Like you said one of the verses. Oh god, the race actually starts this week. It started this week because it's once a year in Indonesia in this province. I'm actually watching it. It's pretty interesting.
Reliably accurate ratios emerge probabilistically. Subscribe so you don't miss out on my next similar video.
That's it. All right. But yeah,
we all know how it goes.
Me and Shift were killing it with the fucking mainly Shift, but with that we went down those philosophies like a madman, huh?
It was fun. It was fun. I feel like we all, in certain parts of our lives, we may have touched this, maybe more than others, but it's definitely the way I view it is like different perspectives in a way.
Yeah.
But the thing is, some people get stuck in one of them and don't change out of that.
Yeah, they just stay in that loop.
That's
in that modality. Yeah,
that's the worst
thing.
Be
conscious.
Yeah, like there comes a point, like there comes the highs and lows, and I think I noticed that in my life, like when I was younger, there were definitely like highs and lows. I experienced some highs and I experienced lows. But as of now, I feel like now, even when I get a low point, I understand myself better to navigate towards that low point. And, I'm more, if I feel down in a certain day, then I just take it easy. Like I don't have to like go crazy about a certain thing, right? Or a certain thought, or just it's best to just breathe and just like do something that gets you moving, right?
Yeah, that's the best, man. That's such good advice.
You have to because like the biggest thing is like if you go take out your frustrations on someone online or something like that, it's wasting your energy. Or even in real life, like I think what a lot of people do is like if they're lonely in real life, then they go online to have a sense of community, and it's like kind of positive in a way. But the problem is that how sometimes like people share too much information and you don't really know the person. So if they sense that that person doesn't have their best interest at heart, then they can't leave. It's like they feel trapped. They feel trapped, and that's the worst. Yep.
Don't feel trapped, man.
Yeah.
Don't feel trapped, man. Unless you're in the trap house.
Yeah.
I say trap house is like a place you're trapped in a good place where you can get gains. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. Hey, I appreciate you coming on, bro. I'm gonna shut it down. I think.
Yeah, man. Anytime.
That was fun, bro. That's pretty epic. But,
it was great, man.
Yeah. Appreciate you, Shift. Shout out to Shift, Pathwalker, NYC. Check him out, man. My brother.
Yeah, man. Peace out, Gabriel.
Peace, man.
Peace.
Talk to you soon.
See ya.
Yeah, thanks everyone with the with the new layout, the new name, new movement, Gabriel's Trap House Gains, where consciousness meets fitness. We're talking where the enemy is talking about talking, right? That's too meta, right? That's too meta. We ain't doing that anymore. Now, if it comes to here, we can talk about it as it pertains to fitness and consciousness a little bit, but we're not looping on that. All about getting better and better, And if you want to come up and talk about like how you're getting better, come up, man. Oh, woman. Much love, guys. So NPC the game, we did it, Shadow. We hit our goal. 28. We only needed 20, but we got 28 super chats. Love you guys. This is like a farewell to NPC the game channel. It's been great. There's a family, the NPCs. New name, Gabriel's Trap House Gains. But let's pay respects to this where it all started, NPC the game, the NPCs. Love you guys. Be good to each other. Peace.
Bye.